Hey, what's going on, Scorpios? Butch here. I am going to do your August read. It is from now to the end of August. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I said this before. I had a lot of trouble with scammers in the past, so I had to set my account to where I have to approve your comment. So I do read every comment. I just want you to know that. So if you don't see your comment right away, just know it's coming. I just gotta approve it. I gotta read them all, and that way it keeps me in touch as well, because I get to read every comment. You know, before I'd be getting 200-300 comments, and I didn't get a chance to read them all. And I like this method better because I actually get to read what everybody is saying, and I really want to know. So with that being said, I am using the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot, and let's get it. Universe, what do we have for Scorpios for August 2023? What's coming in for August? What message do we have for Scorpios? All right, Scorpios. The first thing that I see, Scorpios, I feel like, first and foremost, I feel like there's a situation that you're already involved in. This is someone that you already know. And I feel like with this connection, I feel like it ran its course. And I don't mean to be blunt, but that's just what I see. I feel like with this person, one or both of you have already walked away from this emotionally. And I feel like it's because it's not changing. There's no change. We have the death card. There's no transformation coming. It's not getting better. I feel like sometimes we're just in relationships with people that it runs its course. And I feel like this is causing a lot of anxiety, because I feel like there is a friendship there. At the core of this connection, you're friends. You care about each other. But we can't, just because we care about someone doesn't mean we should be with them. And I feel like, honestly, I feel like you're both holding each other back right now. And I feel like we know that. It's not changing. And I feel like our intuition is telling us this, that is no longer doing us any good. It's actually detrimental. And it's not what we want to hear, but our intuition is going to tell us what we want to hear. Sometimes it will. But it's always going to tell us what we need to hear. And sometimes we want to hear it, sometimes we don't. But it's always going to tell us what we need to hear. And I feel like we've been kind of hiding this truth for a while, you or them. That the anxiety, the sleepless nights, the stress, it's getting to you. And a lot of times, like I've said before with anxiety, as I truly feel for a lot of people that suffer with anxiety, not all people, so don't peg this as I'm saying everybody that has anxiety is this the problem. From the people I know, from the experiences I know, from the research I've done, because I've dealt with anxiety, sometimes we're not in the situation we're supposed to be in. And anxiety is almost like an alarm set off by our intuition. It's almost like, okay, you weren't listening to me, so I'm going to crank up the volume and I'm going to send it back to you. And that can come with jobs, that can come with friends, it can come with romantic relationships, all those things that can come with, because it's like telling you, this is not for you. It's time to move on. And I feel like one or more of us is not accepting that. You know, the transformation isn't happening. This isn't going anywhere. And sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow. Trust me, I know. But look at it this way. It's like when you're in school and it's time to move on to your next school. You know, you go from elementary to junior high or junior high to high school. You may have a favorite teacher and you don't ever want to leave that teacher because you built a connection with that teacher. But there comes a point when you can't learn anymore. There comes a point where you have to progress. This ran its course. Simple as that. And sometimes we just have to let it go. Now, that's for the present. For what's coming in, is I feel like this is going to make a whole lot of sense as we move forward. The first thing I see coming in is I feel like there is someone. And with this person, I feel like it is going to be somebody that you're going to fantasize about. And a lot of people, especially when they're still some way connected to the past person, it feels wrong to think about someone new. But you can't control what you dream about. And I feel like there is someone new that you're thinking about a lot, that you're going to be drawn to. And I feel like with this person, I feel like it's going to start off kind of flirtatious. It's going to start off like a little bit of innocent flirting going back and forth. But as we move forward, we start to realize that there's something more here. And that just adds to the fact that the old has to go to make room for the new. And like I said, and there's going to be some guilt there. I can see it. I can see the guilt. You know, looking at the negatives and the positives, feeling like there's something wrong, feeling like you're doing something wrong. But I lost the card. Ow. But the thing is going to be a time when we got to let go of things that don't work for us anymore. That old pair of jeans that don't fit anymore. We're probably not going to get there again. You know, some things just don't do us any good moving forward. And like I said, I feel like you know, one or both of you from the past relationship has already moved on. You know, the love is gone. It doesn't mean you can't care about each other moving forward. It doesn't mean you're not going to be in each other's life. It just means that this wasn't meant to be your person. So thinking about someone new, you should never feel bad about that. As long as you do it in the right way. Like, I'm not suggesting anybody have affairs or anything like that. I don't want to get that message out there. What I'm getting the message is sometimes we have to let go of the old to make room for the new. Now, I see a lot of big changes coming. And like I said, I feel like with this person that you've been thinking about, the thing is they've been thinking about you. You know, and I feel like they've been waiting for you, to be honest with you. With that three of wands, that ship coming in, they've been waiting for you to be ready for them. You know, they've been thinking about you. They've been fantasizing about you. But they're letting you come to them. They're giving you the control here. And for Scorpio, you know you like control. Now with this person, letting go of this past is paramount to this moving forward. This new person knows what they want. What they want is to make you happy. What they want is to be happy with you. You know, there is, like I said, it starts off a little flirtatious and stuff, but they want so much more than that. They're just kind of testing the waters. They're leaving the ball in your court. I mean, this person wants you to chase them. And they want to chase you. But they want you to make the first move. They've been waiting for it. Like I said, you've been fantasizing about them. They've been fantasizing about you. You know, I see a lot of emotional fulfillment with this person. We have new love. So what I see is that we have to be honest with each other. We have to be honest with ourselves first and foremost here. And I feel like once we're honest with ourselves, it's gonna cause us to open up to this person and finally move this forward, because I feel like it needs to move forward. The changes are coming. With this person, I feel like it is someone that you're on the same page with, someone that I feel like you want the same things. This is someone that's going to show up for you. And then as well, I mean, we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is someone that you can trust. This is someone that's important to them, that you trust them, because you can trust them. They know that, but they want to show you that. They want to be part of your future. They want to build a foundation with you. That four wands. Like I said, they want to move forward. They've been fantasizing you. They've been waiting for you. And if they have to, they'll continue to wait, because they know what they want. But why make them wait? Why make you wait? Happiness is right around the corner. We just have to make our way there. You know, with this person, like I said, I feel like there's a lot of good things coming. And the sooner we accept that, the sooner we accept what our intuition is telling us, the sooner we can get to where we're going. I feel like this person that's coming in, I definitely get a soulmate vibe when we have the Ace of Cups and we have the World card. You know, I feel like it's where you're meant to be. Not where you're at. Where you're at isn't where you're meant to be. Where you're at is the place you were meant to be before you're at the place you were meant to be. And it's not to say this past person didn't play, they played a role. And I still see a friendship with this person moving forward. It's obviously not going to be as close. It's not obviously not going to be the same. But it doesn't mean that past person doesn't have a place in your life. It's just not the place that you thought it was. It's not the place that they thought it was. And like I said, a lot of big changes coming. You know, we don't have to... I mean, we have the Five of Swords. You know, with the Five of Swords, I always think about regrets. And we always regret the things we did. But we never regret the things we didn't do. You know what I mean? And that's what people say. You don't regret the things that you didn't do. But that's bullshit. Because you absolutely do. You know, people say, you don't regret the road not traveled, but you do. That's what regret is. You didn't take it. You don't know what was down there. I remember my nanny used to say that all the time, and I never got it. I'm like, you don't regret the things you didn't do. You sure as hell do. But like I said, sometimes we get to a place where it ran its course. A lot of people call it a karmic relationship. They had a role to play. They played the role in your life, but they weren't the main character. You know, as if you ever watch a movie and you see, you know, there's the main characters and there's some side characters that play a good role, that put you know, they put an emphasis on the movie. They play a part in the movie, and it's a big part, even though if their part's small, but they add to the movie. And sometimes we meet people and we have relationships with people that are part of the supporting cast, but they're not the main characters. Now with this new person, like I said, I feel like this person, like I said, they're willing to wait for you. They've been waiting for you. And they don't have to rush. Like I said, with that Knight of Pentacles, they're willing to take their time, get to know each other. But there's definitely something about you that they can't unknow. You know, once they've seen you, they couldn't unsee you. And that's what's stuck with them. They want to build a future with you. And I feel like this person wants to build something real with you. You know, I feel like I said, I feel like this is definitely a soulmate coming in. It may not be the person you thought it was going to be, but it's the person that you needed it to be. And I feel like this person is going to make you a real offer, which I feel like the past person didn't really do that either, because it wasn't an offer to be made. You know, and I don't want you to get it twisted. I don't want you to think this past person, I'm not saying they're a bad person. I'm just saying they're not the person for you anymore. They're not the person you were meant to meet. They were the person to play a role, you know, and they brought value to your life. They brought things to your life. They brought friendship, but it ran its course. Now with that past person, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. With this new person, we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I mean, we have all signs with this new person. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Sometimes we want to hold on to things. And it's, like I said, I mean, it's like, sometimes we have a good relationship with someone, and we don't want to lose that. And that's where the negative, you know, looking at the negatives instead of the positives come into play. You know, I was with a girl in high school, and we got along great. We were like best friends. We started dating. It didn't work out. She continued to be my friend. After we broke up, she was still my friend. And I realized when I got older and more mature and emotionally mature, I realized that she played a role in my life. She was my friend. And it maybe never should have went to the next level. But it did. And then we became friends again. And with relationships moving forward, she helped me a lot with advice. I helped her a lot with advice. Being there for each other. And sometimes I feel like maybe we got our wires crossed. Maybe we're only meant to be friends. And sometimes when you're with someone and you feel close to them, sometimes we can get our wires crossed. Sometimes a friend was never meant to be a lover or a romantic relationship. And I feel like it happens a lot when you're young because you're still new, you're still emotionally immature, and wires can get crossed. But it happens as an adult too. I've seen it happen to many people. That's the thing though with life. But the thing is, when you're with the wrong person, that means you can't be with the right person. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.